Ashley. I'm one of the teen programmers at the Victory Branch Library. Today we're going to be doing a program that is basically mini cinnamon rolls. And yes, they are as delicious as they sound. Although I can't really say that because I actually haven't tried them yet. So I'm going to be making it for the first time. So if I can make it, you can definitely make it. It's super easy. You're basically just using crescent roll dough to make these little baby cinnamon rolls that are bite-sized. So I'm super excited for it today. I hope that you're also excited. And it's super easy, so you should definitely grab some crescents and do it as well. You probably already have some at your house. You probably have all of these ingredients. I also already had all these ingredients. I did have a mini meltdown when I realized that the brown sugar I have, it's kind of hard now. It's fine. Stabbed it with a knife a few times, so it should be good to go, but that thing is hard as a rock. So also the milk situation is a little sketchy, but it's gonna be fine. So I'm just gonna dive right in and get started. We'll see how this goes. It's an adventure. So here we go. First off, I'm not very good at opening crescent roll stuff. Okay, so it took me like 10 years to find the instructions. They're right here. You're supposed to peel, press, and pop, which for some reason has always been hard for me. So we peeled. Great. Oh, actually, before I get started, let me go over the ingredients we have here first. Make sure that you have some measuring stuff. I have a liquid measuring cup. I have my little baby measuring spoons, little fourth cup. I have vanilla extract, obviously the crescent roll dough. I have 2 tablespoons of butter plus extra butter because you never know when you might have a butter emergency. I have cinnamon, ground cinnamon. It smells delicious. Obviously it's one of our star ingredients considering it's in the name, cinnamon rolls. Brown sugar. It said not to substitute for white sugar, so I almost had to just go to the store and get more brown sugar. I would suggest checking the condition of your brown sugar before you commit to this recipe. But yeah, I just stabbed it with this handy dandy butter knife like that, and hopefully it'll be fine. I guess we'll see. It also calls for milk. All I had was 2% reduced fat milk. I'm sure it'll be fine. And also powdered sugar or confectioner's sugar if you'd like to get fancy with it. Okay, yeah, that's literally all you need, so that's why I'm super stoked. Okay, here we go. I need a spoon. BRB. Okay. Press spoon at seam until the can pops open. It says to do it here. Okay. This is so sketchy. Okay, well, there it goes. Pops and twist. All right, this is crazy. Make sure you're working with washed hands, which I am. Why is this so weird to me? Okay, obviously I don't usually use this. All right, here's your dough. Dope. Get it? Dope. And it said to use a greased surface, but I'm just gonna use this cutting board and hope that that's okay. All right. Okay, so here we are. It's so fluffy. It also says that you shouldn't eat this stuff, even though it does look beautiful. Okay. So, here we go. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna separate it down the middle. Ay, ay, ay. Try not to separate anything else because we're gonna leave it like that. And we're gonna like pinch it all together. So go ahead and squinch it together there. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Yep, just sew that baby back up. Beautiful. Yeah, basically you're Frankenstein. So, no. Yeah, you're Frankenstein. Who is it? Okay, everyone gets all weird up because it's Frankenstein, and then the monster is Frankenstein's monster. The monster's real name isn't Frankenstein, yada, yada, yada. But right now we're Frankenstein, and this beautiful dough is our monster. So let's do that with the other side. And see how it's like separating? So that's what we're kind of pinching up and sealing up right here. Okay. Great, so now you have your base dough, and what we're gonna do next is mix up our filling, and it's gonna be fabulous. Okay, now what I have done is I've melted my butter. So I took half of the butter that I have 2 tablespoons. I took half of it and melted it in the microwave. So we're gonna use half on this one, half on this one. So here we go. I should probably roll it out, but I'm just gonna say whatever, and not do that. And hope it turns out fine. I'm sure that it will. Ooh, so, here we go. Just dab it right on there. Make it nice and buttery because who doesn't like butter? I am using unsalted butter. I don't think it really matters whether or not it's unsalted. You can just use whatever you have, but usually when you're baking, you want to use unsalted so that all the ratios are nice. And wow, that is so much butter. Wow, okay, so now we are going to take our, our poor brown sugar that has been seriously just murdered. And we're using 1/4 of a cup for both sides. Whoopsie. But I'm gonna eyeball it. That's probably a really bad idea, but we're gonna roll with it. So let's sprinkle that on there. Oh, it's chunky. It is chunky, all right. Just try to get it as even as you can. Ooh, it looks so pretty. Gorgeous. Okay, that's pretty darn even. Love it. So maybe squish out the big chunks. Hopefully you won't have big chunks because hopefully you'll have normal brown sugar. But now we're gonna take our handy dandy 1 teaspoon measuring cup. Mine is so nice because it comes with the skinny side that can go inside. I just think that's very cool. So now you've got your 1 teaspoon. And we're also gonna sprinkle this evenly. You don't want any giant clumps of cinnamon because gross. This isn't the cinnamon challenge, people. Oh, this is hard to sprinkle. Ah! Okay, it's fine. This is fine. Maybe, I don't know a better way to do this, but it's just sprinkling. Oh, there it goes. Ah, okay. Hopefully there's no crazy chunks there. That's fine. Sure. Now, what is going to happen is we're going to roll it up. So, yeah, we're gonna start scrunching it closed. So make sure that it's pretty tight, and we're gonna roll it into this beautiful little log. Ah, okay. Oh my gosh, it's already so cute. I can't handle it. Okay. And just keep rolling it, make sure it's pretty tight. Oh no, it split open. I didn't pinch quite enough. Whatever, it's fine. Look at our cute little log. It's adorable. Love it. Okay, so now I have myself, it's got some butter on it. We're just gonna ignore that. A serrated knife, because we don't wanna be like squishing down because we will squish the dough. And we can't have that, obviously. So we're gonna kind of work side to side and slice through that bad boy. Please don't cut yourself. I tend to do that when I cook. It's fine. So here's our first roll. It's mostly dough. Whatever, that's fine. My sister can eat that one. Here we go. And then we're gonna go for another one. And we're just cutting these as fat as our heart feels is right, which for me is about that fat. Look how beautiful and swirly that is. You can't tell me that's not the cutest thing you've ever seen in your entire life. Okay, so I'm just gonna slice up the rest of this bad boy. All right, so now they're all cut up. A couple tips. Try not to let them unroll because these guys tried to unravel and spilled their cinnamon everywhere. Also, make sure you squinch your perforated? I don't know how to say that word. Okay, that's fine. Squinch your edges perforated. That's what I want to say. That's what I want to say is how that's pronounced. Make sure you squinch it really tightly because mine are kind of separating and trying to explode everywhere. So that's not great. Whatever. I don't have a mini muffin tin. So what I have are regular muffin tins. Whatever. We're just going to plop each of these guys in here. They're so cute. I can't handle it. Okay. It is exploding the brown sugar and cinnamon everywhere. Oh well. I'm sure that's fine. Okay. I have my cute little cinnamon rolls. I had my oven preheating to 350, so now it's ready. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these bad boys in here. I'm gonna set the timer for 9 minutes and then check on them and see how it's going. So while I wait for those to bake, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same shebang with this side. However, this time I will be better about pressing my edges so that it doesn't explode everywhere. I'm also going to go ahead and melt the rest of my butter. So I've got my other teaspoon here. Plop that into a bowl. That looks pressed enough. I'll probably regret saying that later, but whatever. There we go. This is why I'm not a baker. I like cooking because you can fix things a lot easier. But these seem way easy enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and microwave this guy and do the same process on this side. All right, I have about 2 minutes before these guys are done. So now that I've got my other log ready for the next batch, we're gonna make our icing. How exciting. Yes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our powdered sugar and go ahead and get a 1/2 cup of this guy. Make sure that's level on the top. Pretty level. I would make sure it's more level than that. And our milk. We're gonna start off with 2 tablespoons of the milk. This milk is still good. Why does it look black inside? Okay, that's fine. It's just the container. So I have a liquid measuring cup. You can also use a regular measuring spoon. And then, if we need to add more of that, we can. I also have the 1/4 teaspoon measuring little stick for my vanilla because we want it to be delicious and vanilla-y. Wow. Ooh, I didn't even spill. Look at that. Gonna add that to my milk. Now we have vanilla milk. I would not recommend drinking that. That's probably disgusting. It's so sad because vanilla smells so good. But let me tell you, it does not taste good by itself. So, crap, I need a whisk. Oh, that was a whiskey move right there. Trying to do that without a whisk. So, I'm just gonna pour and stir. Okay, this feels like it's doing it right. Yeah. You don't really need to pour and stir. You can probably just pour it in and then stir it. So, cat, hey, get out of there. The cat is trying to knock down my little stand. Okay. You've got kind of icing-y consistency. Give it a good whisk. Make sure there are no lumps. And let's check on this guy. Make sure to get a hot pad. And let's open this up and see. That feels right. That feels cooked. I think that's good. If it wasn't quite cooked, oh yeah, those are perfect. They're perfect. If it wasn't quite cooked, you could put it in for just a couple more minutes. Keep a close eye on them so they don't burn. But look how gorgeous they are. Love it. Put that down. I've got it on the, okay, shut up, please. We hear you. That, if I was gonna put it on the counter, make sure to put it on a hot pad. I've got it on the stove, so we're chilling. I'm gonna let them sit in there a couple minutes, and then I'm going to get a little knife and transfer them to a wire rack so that they can finish cooling and the air can get up all underneath and cool them off and make them beautiful. And then I can put my other log in here, cook some more. They're gonna be fabulous. And yeah, we'll see what happens when this is done. Cool. Alrighty, and while those were cooling, I went ahead and cleaned my workstation because that's always just a good thing to do so you're not left with a big old mess at the end. Don't touch that, that's really hot. And I'm gonna use this knife and transfer these. Okay, this seems harder than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, go ahead and run your knife around the edges. I think they're stuck to the pan. I didn't grease the pan! Oh no. Okay, well, don't make my mistake. Make sure you grease these before you cook them because then they'll stick to it. So this one didn't do too badly. I have a wire rack here with a paper towel underneath so I don't get crumbs all over the counter because that would be so sad. Okay, and I'm just gonna work with these guys and try not to break them as I take them out. So we will grease them before we do our next batch. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and wash this before I grease it and put those in. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and finish these bad boys. So what I'm gonna do for the icing that we've made, Cats, what are you doing? Is going to go ahead and transfer it to this bag. Yummy, that looks so good. It's milk and sugar, so obviously it's gonna be delicious. Now that I've got it in this bag, I'm going to cut off just the tip, like just like a tiny bit, like really, really small hole. Wow, I can't even, why are you making this so hard? Little baby guy. Okay, now I'm gonna, Jackson, oh my gosh, okay. Ah, it's dripping everywhere. Okay, don't let it drip everywhere. I probably could have added more powdered sugar. It feels a little thin. We're gonna roll with it and we're just gonna, okay, just zigzag it along these bad boys. Beautiful frosting. Okay. This is really messy. I would definitely lay down a few more paper towels. Guys, what are you doing? Okay. That feels like you can't even see it on there. It's fine. It'll taste good. So I'm gonna let those finish cooling and I'm going to wash this guy, put that batch in the oven, and then come back, try it, and see how they are. All right, these bad boys have cooled off, and I think it is time for our final taste test. Oh, they're kind of cold now. It's fine, whatever. I've got the other ones in the oven, and they're gonna be even more beautiful. But here we go, the final product. Ladies and gentlemen, will it be good? It better be, or I'm probably gonna cry. Oh my gosh, that is delicious. You have all of the flavors of a cinnamon roll in a beautiful bite-sized form. It would have been better if I had mini muffin tins, because then they could be like even more mini, but these are still so good. It's buttery, cinnamony, sugary. You really can't ask for anything else, so highly recommend these. I think my family is going to enjoy them very much. So, thank you for joining me on this cooking adventure, baking adventure, I should say, and try yourself some mini cinnamon rolls. Have a good week.